Once again, I'm back. Just to tell you, I was gonna be coming on more often and stuff, man. Had a lot of things, going on over the last couple months. But hmm, you know how they block you and whatever, ban you or whatever the case may be. You know how the woke mob does. I mean, they're getting out of hand with it, right? But nevertheless, I'm back, so it doesn't matter. Um, just needed to come and talk with Shaq for the night about a couple of things that have been going on lately. I've been seeing a lot of things. I've been seeing a lot of people talking. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I mean, I'm trying and do my part. So I'm like more so kind of resigned to what it will be and what's going to happen is going to happen. I fought mm, fighting with this COVID thing, for the last mm, year and a half into 2 years, and I said I can't fight this battle anymore by yourself. Some things you just have to let it be, and some things it will be done and has be done and will be done, and there's nothing more than you can do about it. So, with that being said, it is what it is. So for those that still dealing with me, I appreciate that, and the ones that don't not appreciate me, I will not cut you off. You will cut yourself out of my circle by not dealing with me. That's just how I've been trying to take a new direction. So that's how I gotta handle it these days. There's no need to be mad with anybody and ostracize anybody. Trying to fix whatever I have left, whatever I can fix and mend and stuff. And I gotta take some accountability for some things myself. That's what manhood is. And there's a lot of people that's not able to do that. But they'll be hearing no gripe from me because, like I said, you can deal with what I say. I'm gonna have to accept you for who you is. You gonna have to accept me for who I am. You can't do that. I understand. There's no hard feelings. So that's just the way it goes. We're gonna talk about this Black History Month tonight, and we're gonna talk about a lot of other things above that are going on out there. It's it's been a wild world out there lately. You know, looking at all the psyops going on and all that other good stuff. They're really, really coming out hard right now, man. It's not it's not even fair, man. They, they're really coming up with something, Ollie. And Hannibal, of course. Hannibal, my brother Hannibal from Shy, but he's out there in Cali. Um, Actually, to tell you the truth, he's probably one of the guys that need to be on this show right now. Actually, to be honest with you. But he doesn't have to be. He's might be at work or something. Um, Come on, Shaq. Hannibal's got a channel too, y'all. Matter of fact, he talks about sports and things like they put up some political stuff too as well. But he talks about sports and he had a video yesterday or the day talking about the Super Bowl or something like that. I think. So yeah, he's actually got a channel too. So check him out. Pretty interesting guy. He makes he calls. He's got some points of view. That's pretty interesting as well. I mean, may not agree with everything he says. Everybody doesn't. I mean, nobody agrees on what nobody agrees everybody 100% of the time. You do. You just go along with life. That's why everybody's saying that Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. I like, wait a minute, man, ASAP, man. I know you didn't go for this fool move, but I tag you in, coach. Yeah, I got you, bro. Put you in the game, huh? I put you in the game for a second, man. I'll put you in the game, man. I'll put you in the game. Ain't no need not to put you in the game, man. Hold on, let me get myself together. Yeah, because Shaq's supposed to be on here too. I ain't gonna be on here long though, guys. Just probably about an hour tonight. I mean, it is what it is. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Salute, salute. What the word is?
Oh shoot, damn. Oh, there you go.
Huh? What you got? What happened?
No. It's all good, man. It's all good. I made a mistake. All right, there we go. My bad, man. Yeah, man. So what's going on, man? I was just sitting here reflecting on my life. I mean, I had what a day it's been. Months.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was
Talk to
saying
me,
that.
man. What's going on?
Well, I had my great friend, roommate. She moved out today.
Uh-huh.
But I had thanked her, and I told her that you get my life back, kind of like the way it needed to be. Last couple of years with this stuff, this pandemic stuff, it just been a throw off for me. And
Right.
and I told her, I said, talking to somebody with the same mindset on this stuff and being in the same under the same roof, it actually helps you because you can reflect on things. So, last couple of weeks I've been talking to people that, just I had branched off from because I just couldn't understand their mind of thinking. And I said, you know what? Fine. I'm not gonna be, I was cutting people out and just keeping it short, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna do that no more. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to mend these bridges back the way they had them, right? As long as you respect my decision, I respect yours. But I'm not gonna cut you off. You're gonna cut yourself off addition by subtraction if you don't want to deal with me. So I'm gonna take a different approach to this thing.
Different approach, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Cause I gotta say that I made some mistakes my damn self. Maybe I should have, could have been more forceful, like, or maybe I should have, it's just said that you don't want to accept me for being me, so I don't want to say no. If you can accept me for being myself, then you accept me, then I'll accept you for being who you are. And I strive on differences anyway. I mean, so that always works out for me. Anyway, it's kind of like you can't fit a square peg in a round hole, but I thrive on differences anyway because I realize that everybody not gonna think the same with you. That's the same thing going on with this Joe Rogan thing. Is you realize what they've been trying to do with Joe Rogan? Let's just jump into that right quick. You got NDRE, Neil Young. You got everybody saying, "Remove my content." Now wait a minute.
Go back. You got to slow walk this with me. Who Young? You say?
Neil Young.
Neil Young.
Yeah.
What is he? What's his deal?
He an old rock star.
Okay.
NDRE is a singer who.
Okay.
You know her. She from the early 2000s. She has some good music. I actually liked her.
She do know people not listen to her music anymore. You do know people listen to these young people now. You do know these young people running the shit. I hope they do. These old motherfuckers know it. Excuse my language. Hope these old artists know this, because for number one, do you want me to get started now or you want me to wait?
Now go ahead, right ahead with it.
For number one, I got a problem. Some of these artists, is Joe Rogan's podcast, is he an independent artist? Would he be considered an independent artist or not?
I think he would.
Okay. From my only recollection, I think NRE for the most part of her career was an independent artist, right? So he could have been signed to some majors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at independent against major, but she looking at. I think she should have her own opinion. I'm not telling them what to do, what not to do. I'm just saying, I think there's bigger fish to fry. We got a problem with the Democratic Party that they are definitely pushing us toward heavy censorship, heavy democracy. They're pushing us toward who we got?
Hannibal.
You already know,
Hannibal.
man.
What the word is, man?
Yeah, what's the word? Face card is good over here online. What about y'all?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Nah,
Yeah,
what's up, though?
what up with it, man? You know it.
Uh-huh.
I just think we got bigger fish to fry than these artists and stuff trying to go with Joe Rogan for, like you said, independent media. We can't even have independent media. That's what they're trying to cut independent media out. They want mass media. They got the go ahead. They basically got the rights to tell lies, propaganda, and they want to keep it that way. You know what I mean?
Right,
And you got these
right.
artists that's trying to come at some of these podcasters that's got bigger followers than them. That's got bigger followers than some of these major artists. They never probably had their big followers. And it's a little I think it's a little jealousy that's going on. Because if you was that much, this is my point of view. Nobody on this platform, this is my point of view. If you had that much disdain for somebody using talking about African nations, but number one, what has an African nation done for you besides play with your music? Besides played out
It,
and
so
appropriated our culture. Yes, sir.
yes.
Go ahead.
So why they mad at Joe Rogan again?
They're saying he's creating medical misinformation.
Okay, okay. So that's what like you know. I used to listen to Joe Rogan, but I'm gonna say why I don't listen to him. Joe Rogan ain't shit. Fuck him. He ain't shit. So um, I'm not going to defend him. I
Right.
don't care if they was to shut him down or whatever because he hangs with this racist. Um, I don't even want to say the name because you be getting. I'm just gonna say the other comedian that he hangs with is racist, right? And I'm gonna tell you why he's racist because when Kobe Bryant died, that
Oh,
dude
that was
got
the
on
guy?
Twitter. Yes, that
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
Joe
All right.
Rogan. That
Okay.
wasn't Joe Rogan, but Joe Rogan continuously hangs with this dude. I think his name is Ari Schefter or something like that. So when
Okay.
Kobe Bryant dies, he gets on Twitter and basically saying that's what you get for raping white women. So Joe Rogan can kiss my ass. I don't care if they took the platform away from him. With me, at this point in my life, it's up with everybody. I
Let me
don't
say
care
this
if
right
I'm
there.
cool with you. If you hang around a racist or a goofy that's doing goofy stuff, it's up with you and everybody around you.
And let me say something about this. I like what you're saying there, and I get all that. This was the thing with the Joe Rogan thing that I was trying that me and him was Chaq was talking about. He just saying, why you going out Joe Rogan on Spotify when you got bigger fish to fry? And I looked at this thing in a context because you got people saying, I don't want his content on because he's spreading medical misinformation. Then you got India saying, I don't want to be on Spotify because Joe Rogan's a racist. What I'm saying here is this is part of that censorship bull crap. Like, but this is the only thing though. It's a little different this time because it's kind of like reverse censorship to me because they're not calling for Joe Rogan to be censored. They saying if you don't take Joe Rogan off, we're gonna move our content. Ain't nobody
Which is
listening to
cool.
NDRE like that no more. Ain't nobody listening to Neil Young and all these. Who listen to Meghan Markle and Harry? That's what I'm talking about. It's just a weird thing where they saying as a form of protest, we're gonna take our music off. Then all I want to see if you got somebody big like a Jay-Z or somebody else that say they're gonna take their music off Spotify, then somebody might listen
Right.
to you. These
But
people
But,
ain't my paying
but I have no
attention to them.
problem with that. That's their right. I have no problem. My thing is, like you said, do that. But if you're gonna do that, also take the initiative with this administration. They never in history, neither one of the parties ever passed legislation for African Americans. Why you keep claiming African American? The fucking continent don't claim you. You can't get no motherfucking rights over there. You don't get no rights over here. So we stuck in the middle. Why we keep spinning our wheels on shit that we can't control? I don't get it.
you absolutely right, Shaq. I get what both of y'all saying though. It is they trying to censor people, but I mean, like this is what I'm saying. listen, man, they gonna look out for each other at the end of the day. We gotta worry about us, bro. You see how they doing you. You see how they doing you, BJ. You had a
Yeah,
show.
man, yeah. Hey, look.
They put you on a month. You was on there for a month.
And
I'm
he
like,
had less than 1,000 subscribers. But it is about your subscribers, but then again, it ain't. It's about your content and who the fuck you got on. This man had a lot of people on there that's got voices too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's people.
Well, let me bring some else up.
Go ahead.
I want to bring this up because me and Shaq was talking today and yesterday, and we said that they about to bring out the pom pom for Black History Month. The 28 days, shortest month of the year, Shaq. Remember that, right? And said that we shouldn't really be going all in like that. Remember? Mm-hmm. So we're going all in on Black History Month. So when I look at it once again, more symbolism, substance. I see that Tamika Mallory must have made a comment about Angela Stanton King or something, her godmother, or whatever the case may be. And I just understand that here we go again. But why can't we have our history 365 days of the year versus just confined to a month? Because everybody History Month and all that. I mean, what you got? Asian American History Month, but they not. But look, when you see Asian American History Month, I don't understand how we can have Black History Month when you got the Super Bowl, then Valentine's Day the day after it, then you got President's Day, you got tomorrow Groundhog Day. How many other days you got this month? Wait a minute, man, you got like 4-5 days. The day ain't got nothing to do with that original day, right? What the hell are we doing, man?
But see, that's on us. We got platforms now. We got platforms, so why don't you make it 360 days? Why don't you flood your platform with that? My platform got that information on it. So I ain't got nothing to worry about.
I'm about to say that, Shaq. We listen, Black History Month been 365 days with us. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pay attention to this month though, because I'm gonna see, are people gonna still be as pro-black and conscious now? It's 2022. Because you know, when social media when it first popped off, everybody was just so into it. You know, so I'm gonna keep scrolling, and I'm gonna keep.
Hannibal.
Yeah.
You know how they boxed us out? They've been talking all day about some Whoopi Goldberg and this view crap that she made a statement about the Holocaust or something about that and all this other stuff. First day, they had the guy from the ADL come on the View and told the left and the right, matter of fact, y'all gonna stop talking about us. And matter of fact, he told them, y'all need to hire a Jewish person on the View now because Whoopi Goldberg ran her mouth yesterday.
I thought she was Jewish.
I
thought she was claiming Jewish.
Huh?
No. I thought Whoopi Goldberg was claiming Jewish. No. She don't count.
Yeah, she was on Stephen Colbert's show last night on one of them, Jimmy Kimmel, one of them shows. And then she was on an apology tour. And she said that if she saw a Klan member, she'd run down the street. She said the Jews were fighting white on white or something like that. And she's saying that something about that wasn't a race or something. They've been getting on her ass all day. Matter of fact, the guy was on Don Lemon's show last night and said, I'm going on the View tomorrow.
That's crazy.
What I've been saying, Bernard, I mentioned that all these so-called white sympathizers, all these bootlegger symbols that go up here and get these titles. These titles go to these universities, get these titles and stuff, these nigger crumbs, and get these positions. You know, those really Indo-Europeans don't like y'all. They think y'all are traitors anyway for you trading your people and coming to work with them on a certain level. They waiting for a chance to throw you to the side like a rag. So guess what? Whoopi, it's time to throw you to the side like a rag. Right? It's time to throw you to the side. Tamika Mallory, NAACP, Black Caucus, it's time to throw you out to the side like a rag and usher in this Jewish or Latina movement they're finna have coming up. Hey, they try to put the nail. Look, this one thing I'll say. We'll let y'all go. This administration is fulfilling their so-called and the plan, the script to put the nail in the coffin in so-called black people globally, but
And
definitely in America.
guess who's helping them though? Our own people. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what? I don't care about what Whoopi Goldberg has to say. Isn't she married to one of them? So who the hell? Like, I don't pay attention to none of this stuff, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. It means nothing. It
Right.
means nothing. So if they wanna, like I said, if they wanna cancel Joe Rogan and people wanna, take their stuff off of Spotify, so be it. If they, Whoopi Goldberg, so be it. Because my thing is, we still dealing with mass incarceration, right?
I'm gonna talk about
Yep.
that. I'm talking about
Nobody's
that today.
talking about it. I'm not
I'm gonna
saying
talk about it
about
right
you.
now.
All right, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Because one thing I wanted to bring up today, as you know, a federal prison in Texas, they had they had a deadly thing going on, and they locked down all the federal prisons across the United States today. So that actually was something I was gonna bring up, because when I used to work in these prisons, I worked in a couple prisons, and lockdown can happen anytime. You can have a hunger strike or whatever. So this is not new. But I just usually don't hear them locking down all of them at one time. They said they locked down all the federal prisons in the U.S. You don't have that many federal prisons anyway. So that was kind of interesting. Also today there were also bomb threats. I think at least 12 HBCUs had bomb threats. As a matter of fact, down here in Bridgewater, Virginia, I think that something happened today. They said they had an active shooter on campus, something like that. So the first day of Black History Month was also combined with some violence, as they would say, bomb threats, HBCU. The second time in the last month, they done had some daggone violence or some threats to HBCUs too as well. So but it all is like the banana in the tailpipe. But you are right about mass incarceration. Dr. Common Johnson, the wonderful Dr. Common Johnson, had a show last night talking about that as well. So when you talk about mass incarceration, we definitely talk about it, because really, to tell you the truth, you see all these children, and Shaq can talk about this because Shaq is on it. They're talking about having virtual learning for the children now. So they're actually talking about, now they're talking about at the end of the month, they're giving children maybe what they call 6 months, try to give them an inoculation or some serum or whatever you want to call it, right? And talking about giving it to the babies and all this. So you always ask, what the hell is this world coming to, man? Like, what the hell is going on? And then that virtual learning has not worked for a lot of children as well. A lot of children that's gonna be messed up. And this is also part of the school to prison pipeline, because I'm just trying to tell you, man. If you got a child sitting there virtual learning all day, and a lot of teachers do not want to come to. Matter of fact, they in Virginia, they had a teachers protest talking about. Now look, Shaq, I ain't never heard this one in my life. Now, you ready for the real deal here? They talking about having a teachers protest to keep wearing the mask. I ain't never heard of anything like that. Not to keep wearing the mask. I heard of a protest to not wear the mask. They talking about a protest to keep wearing the mask.
Go back a little bit to the virtual learning and online learning. When they first came out with it in 2020, right? The kids were struggling so bad because some kids was their first year of school in that particular grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
The freshmen, they're going to high school, maybe, you know what I'm saying? New kids going to junior high school or middle school, whatever. Some of the teachers wasn't even those what you call them? Not tutorials, but what they got to log into. The system they got to log into, right? The portals. Some of the teachers wasn't even showing up to in the portals. I was personally seeing my son when he logged in, and the teacher was late, when they didn't even come in, didn't show up to the damn portal for some certain classes. So there was a lot of problems with that. But see, I could have sworn a couple weeks ago in Dallas, I heard the news in Dallas, Texas. I think they were saying how next year they're going to do total online learning. I think they're going to do it from grades 3 to 9. I'm not sure. I have to Google and see. But I think they're gonna try it out from grades 3 to 9. They're gonna do strictly online learning. And I don't know how that's gonna work out. I don't know, how is it really gonna work out. I don't know. I really don't know, because if they still ain't got their stuff in order, they ain't got the teachers. They keep maybe they can hire more teachers, I guess, to do the online learning if they do, the virtual learning instead of like have to go into the physical school with the mandates. I guess I don't know, with the coerced mandates. What do you think?
That's kind of interesting. Definitely something to think about there. Not really sure. What do you think, Hannibal? I'll come back to you in a second.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more like we're gonna have some big problems with that. If people not go ahead, Hannibal, you up?
Yeah. Nah, I ain't got nothing to say about that. I'm gonna let y'all keep building. I'm gonna come back.
Okay. Cool. But let me bring up my gripe for that. My gripe with this virtual learning thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if you a person that works at home or doesn't want to send your child to school, it could be beneficial. But you a person that got to get up and go. I mean, I knew people that were leaving their children at home and stuff, and there's a whole lot of things that can go down with this thing, man. It's just not. It's just not how a child is taught to teach. Learn to be learned, and it can breed social isolation and stuff like that as well. So there's a lot of things that could go wrong with this whole thing if you really look at it.
Well, some people prior to this, this pandemic, were already doing, like, say, online. They've been, some people not, was doing online teaching to their children, homeschooling. They had charter schools and stuff like that. So, and they were saying they was getting better results, but that's the ones that I guess had the time, the ones that really wanted to teach their kids and had the time to sit with them and nurture, nurture their kids. Because, like you said, and I had this conversation with my son. He's 15, and he said something interesting, how school really, the way they teach, is really kind of messed up, because they don't teach each kid on how on the skill level, or how each kid don't learn and comprehend this on the same level. Not saying that they retarded or slow or nothing. It's just different teaching methods. You as a teacher supposed to find, but I guess they overload them with too many kids. The pay ain't right. I think teachers need to be raised and get qualified teachers that want to teach, not people that just want to jump in a career. You know what I mean? They may know somebody in the education system, and they doing it, like I said. Thoroughly do a background for people that really want to be educators. You know what I mean? And men, get a lot of black men involved with in some of these things, because that's what we're missing too. Black men. We're missing a lot of black men educators. You know what I mean?
Right.
Seriously. That program Victor was talking about, and Pianka was talking about on the Judge Brown Show Friday about, I forget, do you know the name of it?
No, I can't remember the name of it.
Well, I guess it was a system where you offer the parents, right, to come into the school where their kids is. Some parents that's out of work, some parents that may be part-time work or whatever. Offer them to come into the school as personal assistants to the teachers in some of these school systems. That way, like you said, you can get a little bit more. They can and pay them a little bit of wage, like part-time wage or whatever. That way, you could kind of kill a couple birds with one stone. You can give the fathers or mothers, whatever the parent, maybe out of work or disability, whatever, something they can't work or work, whatever, but they can come in and do like a personal assistant or teacher assistant in the classroom. They help assist the teachers with the development of the children in their zip code or their neighborhood. It would give the parents a sense of pride, because you're doing something to contribute, and you know what I'm saying? And I think the kids, you get more results out of the kids, because, well, I got my mom here, I got my father here. You know what I mean? And there's more eyes on them. know what I mean? I don't know. I think that'd be a good program to bring back.
Let's take a look into that. There's always questions and answers that need to be answered. So maybe you should bring that up again. Somebody else. I have to look into that. It's kind of interesting, though.
Yeah, we had to get Victor
But I'm
on
just
that.
saying that all this stuff reading the child school to prison pipeline, regardless. That's all I'm saying. And that's how you got the federal prison system, what I'm talking about, and so forth. You all put it in trying together. It's all part of the New World Order thing.
Yeah.
Everything aligns with this. When you think this isn't in line, this is a line. You need to be for it or against it. And the majority of people is against it. Well, a lot of people don't even know what they're into, really. That's why
explain the prison to pipeline.
Okay all the time. It's okay. No, it's not okay.
Explain the school to pipeline. What is that? So some people that may listen to your platform, may listen to this replay or something, they may not know what that terminology and what it entails and what would consist of that system.
Well, they usually these studies, and they say they can tell by your social environment as a child that whether you would go to jail or prison one time in your life. I think it was by the age of 3 years old or by the 3rd grade, one or the other. But they know if your socioeconomic status is low and the class system is low, they know there's a better chance of you being in prison. They do know that. That's just a statistic they use. That's why they used to tell you 1 in 3 black boys will go to jail at one point in their lifetime. They would tell you this.
Of course, if they the ones enforcing the statutes in the ordinance.
No child left behind, right? No child left behind.
Hey, if they're the ones
everybody gets left
enforcing these statutes, of course they can say that because they're the ones enforcing them, and they pick and choose who they can enforce it on. Jaywalking is on the books.
But
you can get a ticket or something for jaywalking, but they don't enforce that.
One time, make it a crime for everything except jaywalking.
See what I'm saying?
He did say that in 1992. Matter of fact, I think he said that about the crime bill they were drafting.
And he king crime. I'm about to go in. I'm fall back.
Yeah, but now since I got Hannibal on, I want to bring this up. I gotta bring this up. I'm shifting gears. I'm shifting gears like I'm in California on the freeway. All right. So we were talking about the Super Bowl the other day. Me and Chaq were talking about Hannibal.
Yep. I'm listening.
So the Bengals and the Rams, right?
Yeah.
Somehow the last 2 years, the Rams and the Bucs, both of them first-time home teams to go to the Super Bowl after never had been done in history, right? Now both going home, right? Okay. Now, this is what we said. They're going to probably remove all the mandates and stuff for the Super Bowl. They don't want nothing to get in front of this money. But Shaq brought up a point to me from the hip-hop side, and he said that he didn't like the lineup. He said, why it got to be Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, Dr. Dre, and whoever else they got performing? Why you got to have this Super Bowl? He said, where the young people at, right? That's what he want to know. And he said, who the hell said Eminem was the best rapper alive? Nobody else would ever name another culture the best of anything. I don't care if you is the best Afro-Latina or Latino singer. They ain't going to claim you as the best. They would never do that. So where did we get one time saying Eminem is the best rapper alive and all this stuff? You get what I'm saying here? So that's why Shaq said he didn't like the Super Bowl halftime lineup. I said, wait, man, this Jay-Z the one put this thing together. This Rock Nation stuff.
Well, let me ask Hannibal. He's a pretty young guy. What do you think about the older hip hop artists collecting all the checks, still collecting. They pretty much all of them on the minus Kendrick Lamar, pretty much are billionaires. What do you think? I don't know if they're gonna bring out some young talent or not. What do you think about them taking the money from the young talent and giving them the shine? Because these young artists are booming. They are doing their thing online. They got sales, they got streams. What do you think about that? And let me ask you another. Do you think we should separate true hip hop with, or okay, this is the question I asked. Do you think we should categorize and put hip hop in certain genres, like I said? And is it a young man's sport? And how can the older artists age gracefully and still be a legend in their craft? I know there's a lot, but I don't know.
Got anything hand over that?
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying, like, as far as the lineup, I really don't see a problem with that due to the demographics of the people who's watching. I'm not expecting 20-year-olds to watch the Super Bowl and be into it like that. And I'm just speaking off of experience. So as far as them having you know, the older people with, Kendrick Lamar, I'm fine with that. I really can't complain about that. As far as hip hop, I mean, it's ours and it's always gonna be ours. So, we just need to, we need to have to say so and stop, asking for permission with things. Cause you're right, like we never crowned Eminem as the best rapper alive. And I really don't get into that because that really ties into the
Hello? Oh, I think he got cut off.
Y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. No, what I was saying is, as far as hip hop is ours, and we do need to control it more. Like at the end of the day, we got to say so what's hot and what's nice. It's not a young man's sport. It's really who's talented, who can last long. So in rock and roll, Mick Jagger and them, they still go on tour. So I don't really see nothing wrong with us, with our culture, having the young, I mean, not the young, but the older people still go on tour. We need to not put age restriction.
I don't have no problem with it. I'm talking about, like,
I was just saying we need not to put a we don't need to put a age restriction.
Cool.
Right. On hip hop. That's what I'm getting at. So as far as that lineup, I understand why they went there, because if you was to put the Baby and Lil Baby, the ratings is going to go down because that demographic is not going to watch the halftime, probably not going to watch the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is really our age group and up. So that was
I never thought about it that way, but
right. So that's that right there was a smart move. Sometimes it's best not to try to fix things that's not broken. Because I never seen it, probably happened, but I just never seen like a halftime and it's just dominated by fresh new face artists. It's always people who's been established already, cemented they footprint in this.
Okay, yeah, so, I just posed the question because, like I said, just looking.
I that's a good question. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with the question. I just had to, this is not my opinion. I'm just going by, what I've been witnessing for years with the NFL halftime.
Right.
And then it's gonna be in out there in Inglewood. That's where Dre is from, if I'm not mistaken. So, let them have that, it's just a good marketing. Because, what about if they was to put like a YG? Like, I don't think nobody really want to see that. People
watch it. I think
Big bank take
too,
little
right?
bank. Big bank take little bank.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I can understand. But I'm just let me look and see what else in this Super Bowl.
and you know, I'm glad that this happened. It just changed the it was changing the guard. So we need to see fresh new faces in the Super Bowl. I
Oh,
mean, these
Mary
people
J.
can get
Blige
beat.
and Snoop Dogg. Mary J.
Right.
Blige and Snoop Dogg and the other two people.
Okay. Yeah. Snoop
See,
Dogg.
that's why, yeah. But see, look who really watches TV like that. It's really not our age group. We really YouTube
Yeah, that's
and you
true.
know podcasts and stuff and Netflix. This is for the older generation. So this is how they gonna be able to make money.
Right. Okay. That's a good analogy. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That was
But as
excellent.
far as like the Rams and Cincinnati, I mean, to me this gonna be a good Super Bowl because last year I was disappointed. You know, you had Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, but Patrick Mahomes didn't show up. People was really expecting a shootout. This might be the game of the freaking of the decade. Seriously, it might be because the whole NFL playoffs has been the most exciting playoff games I've seen in years. Even though you know the first round we had blowouts, but after that, a lot of games was coming down to the wire, and we got shocked. We wasn't expecting for none of this to happen. So I think people need to just watch this game, fall back with their opinions about Cincinnati making it and who's a Cincinnati fan or not. It's not about fandom. It's about who got the best talent, who's going to win the game. And I think people need to get away from the star power and you know all this old goofy stuff that don't mean nothing. So you know, that's my opinion on that.
But you know what? Because most of these professional leagues like this were considered entertainment. So I wouldn't say it's scripted, but it's definitely entertainment. So your team, like even with Atlanta, like how the Patriots came back from that 25 down, 24 down, 25 points, getting beat by 20 when come back in the Super Bowl. Some people would think that it's damn. How does that happen? but
it happens. It's entertainment. But I watched that game. Atlanta blew that one. They blew that one, bro. They had it. Yeah. The coach blew it. They had that game. But you know, it happens. Like, look, we just seen it with Tom Brady. We thought Tom Brady was going to advance to the Super Bowl, and look what happened. You saw he had a comeback at the last minute in the fourth quarter, but he lost. That field goal. I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
So you know.
Well, let me bring up something that did happen today in NFL because I just want to bring this up since you're on the topic. You see, this coach for the Dolphins is suing NFL for not hiring black coaches and hiring practice, something like that. He's saying they just use him for interviews just to get their numbers up. You see that?
Yeah, I think I salute
paying
him.
him $100,000 to tank games and stuff.
Yeah, I support him on that. It's about time. It's about time.
Yeah, Shaq. They said they could pay him $100,000 to tank the game.
Damn.
They wanted the Dolphins won the #1 draft pick at the time, but he kept on winning.
The Dolphins didn't really suck this year.
They sucked at the beginning, but then they got better. So yeah, but I see what you're saying. But yeah, he's suing NFL because he said he had interviews and Bill Belichick told him somebody you had a job, whatever. But my thing is this. I'm just looking at it in a different type of light here. Like, what are we doing? Like, what's going on? Like, I mean, should we get the our own league or something or whatever? Because I'm just trying to find out like what's all this about. I mean, you saying you only got one black head coach, so Mike Tomlin or something. Just trying to figure out what's up here. I know the coons on sports ain't gonna talk about it, so I just talk about it.
Now, what's up? First of all, I'm gonna be realistic. We ain't even got the manpower or the money to do our own league. So, no disrespect to anybody, just be quiet with
Or
that.
the mindset.
You right.
More
So
the
the
mind.
thing
Okay, the
is,
mindset. I can see.
yeah, the mindset. So my thing is, the people in the NFL, they have to speak up. If they don't speak up, then you want to continue to see this. Look at the NBA. The NBA has drastically changed because number one, Adam Silver is listening to the players. That's why you see a lot of black coaches. That's why you don't see them wearing a suit no more. He's treating people with respect and listening to them and accommodating them. The NFL do not want to do that. They still old and racist. But at the same time, even though they still old and racist, it's up to the players. If the players don't want to stand up, then we're gonna continue to hear this. That's all there's to it. So what Brian Flores is doing, I don't see a problem with it. Do it.
No, you're
It
right.
needs to be done. But this as far as you know, our own league, I'm saying like I don't think people really look into sports and see what it takes to even have just an organization, just one. Because if you want a sports team, now you have to go out there and you have to get team doctors for these players. Then you have to build a gym facility for these players, and you have to get a private owned airplane to get these players across the U.S. to travel. So I don't understand why people saying that we need our own league but never go into detail. It's because it sounds like you don't know what you're talking about. Not you, BJ, but just people, period, that says this. It's like you don't know what you're talking about. Have you looked into this stuff? Because especially if you're not into sports, then just leave it alone. So until you can do something like that, and I don't want to hear about Ice Cube League either. Because first of all, that's a 3-on-3 league. We talking about 5-on-5. And on top of that, that's not multiple franchises. And they play in other people's arenas. I don't have an issue with the Ice Cube 3-on-3 because I've went to it. But I'm just saying, like, let's not make comparisons and talk about it.
Oh, you went to one of the games?
Yeah, I went to it a few years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to support. It was decent. It had a little celebrities there, and then you watch the players who still got it. Some that don't retire, and there's multiple games in one day too. So it was decent, man. I just went there for experience and just to show support, solidarity.
How
I
much
mean,
those
look,
tickets
I don't even think it was like over $100 per person. I can't tell you the exact price, but I know it was not expensive. So that was a good example of what he did. I didn't hate on it. Still not hating on it. I might, if they have it this year coming up, I might go to it again. I just like sports, period.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay.
Let's have one more sports talk. And one more. Let's go back to the athletes, right? There's a lot of people saying online, Tom Brady is the greatest athlete of all times. My opinion, it's impossible for him to be so-called the greatest athlete because, well, number one, he only played one sport, which is football. Then he only played one position on the field, which is the quarterback, offense. If you're going to get that title to anybody, it should be somebody like in boxing, I don't believe, Mayweather. I don't even go for as Olympic track star. They participate all year round pretty much, and they play against other global greats. They don't just play against national. They play national all year round, and then they go against other greats in other countries and have the opportunity to put their best performance together and win an individual sport. But
Well, you know they gotta come on, it's the Great White Hope. Well, Great White Hype. You know, I don't have nothing against Brady, but you know he's not the greatest of all time. Because, like you said, I mean, people forgetting about Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders. I mean, these people who played two different sports at the same time.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Then come on, like you not surpassing Jordan. I don't care what nobody say. You're just not doing it.
I didn't even want to put Jordan in it because I thought that was disrespect to even try to put him in it because there's no comparison. If you look, I mean, come on.
So he's the greatest. You can say the greatest football player due to him winning a lot of rings. I couldn't even say
football player. I would have to say greatest offensive player or greatest quarterback.
Well, yeah, quarterback then. Yeah. So you know, quarterback 1-7. He played. You know what? 42. I respect that.
I think he played 22 seasons. He played 22 years. I think he's 44 right now, ain't he?
44. So you know what? I'm not taking that away from him. I respect that.
Let me bring one more thing into the conversation. So this is how we're end this off. So, like I said at the beginning, I'm trying to mend some things with some people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't deal with me, you know, that's fine, but it's gonna be on your end. I'm not cutting you off. You can cut yourself out of the picture. You know, that's how I'm gonna start handling it. I realized that I, had some people that, didn't agree with my way of thinking, or, actually how probably a lot of us think, manhood and stuff like that. And I'm just looking at this thing and I don't really get into the Twitter things, and people, women too concerned about Rihanna having a baby by ASAP Rocky. But I want to stay talking about my good brother Sean James, and I understand why he's calling ASAP Rocky a simp. He ain't calling him a simp, man. He's saying
for getting her pregnant.
Yeah, or what he's saying
so
is
hold on. So who I would like to hear who he rather Rocky get pregnant in.
Well, I was reading the comments on his Facebook page, and I see they were saying that that's why you see high quality other rappers and people who mess with Rihanna didn't get her pregnant. I was like, okay.
Well, I can't even call him that. I'm just saying that they are meant to be with each other. Like, okay, so if you want to say simp, I really do understand that, but like Shaq said, like, who do you think he's supposed to? I mean, look at his personality, his lifestyle. That's meant for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
I got problem with Rihanna about that thing with the raccoon. I mean, that the thing where she on Martin Luther King Day, where she had Martin Luther King picture with goals in her mouth and stuff, with goals in her mouth.
Well, she's basically saying that y'all niggas is dumb, and I'm not. I don't respect y'all, even though y'all made me rich. That's the only thing she doing.
That's what somebody said on Sean James' page too.
This is why I don't listen. I cut that pro-black stuff out a long time ago. You from the islands? You from Africa? You say anything wrong, it's up and it's stuck. Right. I'm not, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. I was never into that island music. I was never into Jamaican music. I was never into none of that stuff.
I was never. I listen to Bob Marley, and it's
it depends. It depends on how I feel. Like if it's a party scene, yeah. But as far as me being at home by myself, you think I want to cut on some damn island music? No.
Island music.
It don't sit right with my spirit, and I don't relate to that stuff. We gotta quit playing and acting like we really can relate to them, and we cannot.
Okay.
And on top of that, we gotta stop playing these games. Like, bro, at the end of the day, we American. We created this culture. No matter what you think about or how you feel about white people, our music has shaped this country. Y'all want to sit up here and waste time with this island music? So y'all just gonna forget about James Brown, You just forget about our music, but we gonna listen to some Wiz Kid. The hell out of here, bro.
Coltrane.
I don't
You
want to
said
hear
Wiz. Wait
nobody.
a minute. You said Wiz Kid.
Yeah, I don't want to hear
I
none of
know
like,
Wiz Kid. I know what that song.
bro. I don't want to hear none of these people, bro. I'm not from there.
You know what? I ain't never know who Wiz Kid was. I ain't never looked at it. But I know the song though.
No, it's a true identity crisis, bro. I'm like, the hell?
Yeah.
Why would I just wake up in the morning play some Wiz Kid? Like, bro, what? So
Wow.
just forget about what we created here,
I'm from
cause we
Nigeria. I
cause
didn't
we
know
trying to
that.
get cause we trying to get back to our roots. It's
Yeah.
our ancestors. Man, get that BS out of here, bro. Only time I'm listening to Shabba Ranks is when I'm in a party, bro. I'm keeping a buck, but you would never catch me in the crib by myself playing none of that stuff. I ain't got nothing against it, but at the same time, bro, that's not my culture, bro.
Let's be honest. Now that you went there, let's be honest. Let me go. I agree with you said we don't govern them. We need to start governing our own stuff, right? There's no way in hell that so-called Black Americans can go to any other country, bring your culture, your American ass culture over to their shit, your religion over to their country, and step over their native people in their land, get benefits equal or more, sometimes maybe more benefits, maybe more opportunities to put up businesses, to be successful, be rich, and then turn around and wag your finger at the native people that's getting oppressed in their own land. You will be a dead summer gun. And they're not going to let you come over in droves like that. Hundreds of thousands, 200,000. It's not going to happen.
Hey, me and Wiz Kid got the same birthday. No wonder I didn't know who this dude was. What the fuck? But I didn't know he was I didn't even
Wiz
know
Kid,
bro.
Yeah, but I
who
didn't
is
know
that?
who he was.
Some African artists who trying to emulate us, and then you got dumb lost Negroes. I gotta get back to my roots, my roots. You know, my ancestors. You know that we gotta go back to the motherland. Get that cornball music out of here.
Motherland. Well, if you saying the Pangea, then all this land would be the motherland. If you believe in that theory, right?
Yeah, well, I'm just making fun of them.
I know he had three.
Stuff just be weird to me, like, bro. I be getting tired of it, bro. Keeping it a buck. I don't care who get offended. Truth is the truth at the end of the day.
You can't sit up and say you was the first human beings on this earth, and y'all was only in that one demographic of You see how dumb that sounds? They're just like saying we the first ants, and we. Come on, man. Stop with the BS, please. Use your brain sometimes. These people don't. You know what? They've taken away people's universal intelligence. They've taken it away. People don't use it. They don't use it anymore. They really don't.
Okay, I ain't know. Okay, this dude actually got a little bit of popularity from that song he got called what is it? Essence. That's it. Essence. That's it. Yeah. That's it. And you know, well, I'll talk about this, but you know, I heard that song and I heard it one time. Matter of fact, I had to play it a couple times. And I said, I ain't never ever looked to see. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. As a matter of fact, the lady, she just called off the event. Matter of fact, that's why I was looking at my phone. We were supposed to have an event in Williamsburg, Virginia, but you know, she canceled whatever, right? But anyway, I said, man, I was in there downloading. I said, daggone, this woman kept saying, man, I need you to daggone play this song of this girl called Doja Cat. That's it, Doja Cat. Yeah, that's it, Doja Cat. I said, well, let me look and see what it is about this Doja Cat. You know, I said, dang, it's kind of raunchy chick right here. But you know, I said, let me look up Doja Cat's background. And I looked at it and I said, okay, this is a mixed shit. You know, kind of like I don't know. All these chicks seem to be mixed now in the industry now. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's kind of throwing me off, right? But it is one to be a Doja Cat all day long. So it is what it is. But, you know.
Yeah, Shaq dropped off.
Hello, is she from? Yeah, I ain't know she was from South Africa. I thought she was just a regular girl or whatever. You know, I thought she was in Cali or something. I don't know. But she do dress like a feline though. I said, dang. But you know, it is what it is. But I mean, everybody's trying to take the culture right now. Hannibal, I understand what you. It is actually very sickening when people are trying to take the culture. I do understand it. I truly understand.
Yeah. So it wasn't no rant. You know, things just need to be said. People, bug man.
Doja can be kicking on 4chan with the white supremacist heavy.
Yeah, she do. Yeah, they already exposed that. So
Doja Mammy. I'm sure Monique 2C probably had something to say about Doja Cat. What's going on, Monique? What's going on, Monique 2C? Ain't heard your voice in a while. Real talk. Frank is in the chat, Hannibal and everything like that. And
yeah, I just looked at the chat. I mean, at the chat. Yeah.
You know where Shaq went to. But you know, but I do understand what you're saying about the music, whatever. But it is what it is. She was making fun of Black Americans get killed by. Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah, but I don't know, man. The young girl loves some Doja Cat. I mean, I guess you know, it is what it is, man. I mean, hey, I guess they like her music, whatever. To me, she look like a feline cat. Dressed up in cat suits and stuff. But it is what it is. But nevertheless, Hannibal, I'm glad you did actually say tag me in, coach, and I'm glad you came on. No, I haven't a Shaq. I gotta do some stuff. Matter of fact, I don't might need to delete some of these Doja Cat songs now that the woman told me they called off the event. So that's good. I ain't got to do it. But nevertheless, it is what it is. But yeah, Hannibal, shout out your channel and stuff.
Hannibal, as you see on the screen, probably won't be able to pull it up because I'm not big. I just started my channel. So if you want to listen to my latest video, once the stream is over, I'm going to make a comment under this video, and then you can just click on the icon and go to my page. You know, listen, like, share, subscribe. You know, leave comments too. You know, I interact with you. You know, I'm not, you know, looking for hot, you know, YouTube fame or whatever, but I do want to get some money off YouTube if I'm going to participate in it. You feel me? But you know, just, you know, leave your comment. You know, if I like it, I like it. If I don't, you know, I just ignore it. You know, just one thing, you know, don't get disrespectful in the comment. I'm racist. And other than that, yeah, that's gonna be my channel. I'm still building it, so I'm just giving people a sample of what's to come.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, and then, you know, y'all can reach me same place. Bernard Johnson, KingBJMedia.com, $1919 BJ is a cash app. KingBJMedia.com, KingBJFitness.com. Bernard 1121 Instagram and King BJ Fitness 32. Got to come back on and talk about some stuff we got to do, nutrition wise and stuff like that. Remember, I'm not a doctor, so just remember that for the you know, the medical misinformation crowd or the small hats or whatever you can call it is. You know what it is, right? But yeah, so they won't have me gone this time for good. But it is what it is. Hey, you see Dan Bongino, they snatched him out. So I know they waiting. They waiting.
Who they get off? Who they
Dan
snatched
Bongino.
off? Who was they?
He was a guy on Fox News, but he got a YouTube channel. That was all good, man. Just go back there to go watch the replay. I mean, this was just a quick chat. I told you I could be coming on more. Now that they're back, you know, I thought they're gonna have me like in the state of what they call it, head of almost like you're going through with some withdrawal or something, you know. Like, woo boy, yeah, they got me like some withdrawal. But you know, hey, once you get back on, hey, it is what it is. So I'm sorry, guys. I was gone for quite a month. I said, dang, they ain't gonna let me get back there. I said, when I just jumped on, I said, oh, they let me back on. Dang. But they waited a whole month to do it. Matter of fact, they didn't have no Christmas spirit. I guess Christmas, they must have lost their holiday spirit or something like that. You know, they just said, okay, we just hold you a little bit longer. I think they was hoping probably that I didn't ever go check and see could I get back on. But every time after I get back on, they, you know, I know they're watching. I mean, I really thought that I actually said something light, but according to them, I'm a mad conspiracy theorist, and they do not like me for some reason. But it's okay. Hey, because yesterday's conspiracies are today's facts, and tomorrow's conspiracies are going to be today's facts one day. Hey, all the information I said, I ain't been proven wrong yet, and it's coming out. They dripping it out the faucet. So guess what? Hey, at the end of the day, I stand corrected. Well, I don't stand corrected. They stand corrected, but people forget because you know we got amnesia these days, Hannibal. A lot of people they forget what they heard 5 minutes ago. So how can I expect somebody to remember what they heard, what I said 6 months ago? Right? That's how it goes. So, but I thank you for coming on like always, and take your time and keep on pushing. No, you heard me. Might be out.